And welcome to ENZYMENTAL. I'm Jason Carter, and today I wanted to tell you about the enzyme Serrapeptase, which is one of my favorite therapeutic enzymes. And as I've told you many times before, a therapeutic enzyme is one you take away from food on an empty stomach. So Serrapeptase, which is technically also known as Serratiopeptidase, is a proteolytic enzyme, meaning that it digests protein specifically. It's naturally produced by bacteria in the intestines of silkworms, and that's where it was originally discovered by Japanese researchers. And so when serrapeptase is isolated and taken on an empty stomach, it's actually one of the best things you can take for reducing inflammation, because it breaks down not just protein, but also mucus and fibrin, which of course is the sticky blood protein that can lead to blood clots. And unlike aspirin and other over-the-counter NSAIDs, serrapeptase does not cause any kind of ulcers or stomach bleeding. So one of the ways that serrapeptase reduces inflammation is by thinning the fluids formed from injury and facilitating the fluid's drainage. So this alone helps to speed tissue repair. Serrapeptase can also help to alleviate pain by inhibiting the release of pain-inducing compounds in the body called bradykinins. And also, serrapeptase helps to enhance cardiovascular function by breaking down the protein byproducts of blood coagulation, and that, of course, is called fibrin. So like nattokinase, which works very well with serrapeptase, serrapeptase is able to dissolve fibrin and other dead or damaged tissue without harming living tissue. So over time, this can help to break down the plaque associated with atherosclerosis without causing any additional harm to the inside of the arteries. So because serrapeptase can digest or dissolve all non-living tissue, which can include blood clots, cysts, and arterial plaque, it's often used for a variety of conditions, including sprains, torn ligaments, post-operative swelling, clots in the legs, and also ear, nose, and throat infections, and again, atherosclerosis. And while serrapeptase is extremely safe, the only real caution with it is that elderly people who use serrapeptase over a long period of time may experience gastrointestinal irritation when they take it. And of course, it needs to be taken on an empty stomach. And while this is rare, there are companies who have taken steps to alleviate this by packaging their serrapeptase with a small amount of calcium and magnesium to act as buffering agents to make ingestion of the enzyme more comfortable on the stomach and alleviate the need for enteric coating. So if you do happen to have a sensitive stomach, you may want to look for one of these serrapeptase preparations. You do want to remember to take serrapeptase on an empty stomach, so that would be about 2 hours after a meal or 1 hour before a meal, and you can take it several times a day if you need. I've used it for many years to deal with my constant sinus issues, and of course I also use it with nattokinase for enhanced support against blood clots. Remember that enzymes are not measured in milligrams, so when searching for a good serrapeptase product, you want to look for one that is measured in the correct units of potency, and in the case of serrapeptase, that is serratiopeptidase units. Look for a serrapeptase that gives you around 100,000 serrapeptase units per serving, which would be around 1 to 2 capsules. You can take as many serrapeptase doses as you're comfortable with, but I would suggest increasing your dose gradually. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason Carter, and I'll see you next time on ENZYMENTAL. Stay healthy.